Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the... ...30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Rivers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers going for the deep ball. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson, option right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, it's caught by Mark Ingram. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Jackson, option right. He may try and run for this. Room here to run. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
48, Mike. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Wait, 89.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And Allen's got it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Hey, Will. Watch 36 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Mike, 36.
1st down, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Q. Alpha. Hey, Zoo. Check 48's the Mike. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Alpha! Hey, 79! 79! Hey, Charlie!
3rd and long for Rivers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Charger football to start quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games Week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest four. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the number one game because the number one seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the number one seed. I think the number 2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the number 1 team in the NFC West, and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs on making the playoffs. The number 3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas, but Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks. And then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the number 4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this instance.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This time Jackson will throw it. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Stop you, son. Set, ready. Henry. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. Look. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, switch gears. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Check 9. Check. Ready.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Chargers' 30-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Load it. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 84 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He may try and run for this. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
Come on now, let's go.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25. And up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Check. Tight go. Sponge.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Ball carrier. Adrian Phillips on the spot. A 3-yard gain.
On third down, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
31's the mic. Yo, the mic. Watch the ball. Watch the pass. 31's the mic. I smell fear in that offense.
They go play action now. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
31's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Come on, set. Let's go. Get that ball right here. Bang, 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 bang.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Back. Check. Lefty. Hey, swing.
He can run for it, and he will. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Watch quick. Watch top. Check.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
380. Coming to you.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Echo! 48 for Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Mike, 48. All you get is a headache. Red! Behind.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. He's going to float this one. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Load it. Hey, orbit. Check, 48's the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Watch it. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Check 48.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 23-yard run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll look to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He gets it to Brown, complete.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On 1st down, it's Ingram, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson. Roberts has it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Jackson now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. That's 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, got his right. Watch that in. Even. 31's the mic. I hope you brought your rep because I'm about to take you to school.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now the first throw in overtime for Rivers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
To throw, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Load it. Load it. Let's see what you got.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gordon. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, exit.
It's now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Ingram again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Got him in. It's Brown. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on third.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on third.
Watch twist. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Oh. Watch motion, watch motion. Joker, 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 joker.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Truck.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.